2K just dropped official gameplay info for NBA 2K26, and some of these changes can shift how we play the game from a better defense, smarter AI, improved movements, and big shooting and bad tweaks sound like 2K. Maybe they listen. We gon' find out. Let's go over every confirmed gameplay change straight from 2K's mouth and what it means for the comps and casuals, park heads, and then play now, people. First off, 2K says the entire gameplay system is built around one core thing this year: skill. Direct quote from 2K. We really want to hone in on rewarding skill-based gameplay, where your actions on the stick fully control and translate to the outcome you see in games. So basically, they're trying to close the gap between players who just let the animation do the work and players who actually master the game. They specifically mentioned the skill gap will apply across shot outcomes, blocking, stealing, loose balls, and rebounds. That's everything, both offense and defense. No more bailing out with OP badges, random contests. If they follow through on this, 2K26 might feel competitive. 2K26 will be pretty competitive is what it sounded like. So it's basically skill based. So if you good, it's gonna shine. If you're bad, it's gonna shine too, because you're gonna be getting dropped off. Okay? Next point, green or miss is bad. It's a big one. Green or miss shooting is officially back for comp settings. Here's what they say: at higher difficulties, including the most competitive multiplayer modes, will play with green or miss jump shot timing this year to yield a heightened competitive atmosphere. This means in Park Rec and Pro-Am, if it ain't green, it's not dropping. So no more whites, okay? No more whites. No more wall. It says the most competitive mode. So I'm going to assume maybe this ante-up and Park, you might be able to hit whites. I'm assuming the most competitive mode. So that I'm assuming events and probably ante-up, you will be able to only hit a green or you miss. I think Park, they're going to keep them whites in there. They're going to get, if you don't green, honestly, I love it. Put pressure on the timing and rewards practice, and it's hopefully no RNG whites deciding games. There's nothing worse than a 70 overall hitting a wide release for game, okay? And everybody can vouch and has had that happen where that brown shirt or that bot hit a white for game. And we know if it was green or miss, he would have missed that shot. Okay, like the video right now and go ahead and drop your story right there in the comments, because I know it has happened to almost everybody in this comment section at some point in your 2K career. This next point, layup timing is always on, okay? Now, here's the thing. They already got a community talking. Layup timing is now permanently enabled. You can't turn it off. You can't turn it off. There's no more real player percentage. They want you to time it. So yes, you can blow open layups and miss them, okay? If you wide open and your player can't dunk it, you got layup, you can miss that joint and blow it and have your teammates laugh at you. It is possible, so you have to learn your timing. Direct quote, layup timing is permanently enabled to separate skilled finishers and make those highly contested finishes at the rim even more spectacular and impressive. So if you draw to the rack and try to finesse a finish, you better time that layup or you're bricking. Okay, it's going to expose a lot of players who was relying on real player percentage. You know, me, I was a layup try hard in 24. I prefer layup over dunk. Y'all hated it. Y'all like, why would you make a build and not be able to dunk and all that? I'm like, look, that's how I played, and I used to love it. Then they messed with it this year. It was terrible. I was using real player like, I was Mr. Real Player. Matter of fact, I do everything at this point. This is going to expose a lot of players who square. So, you know, you got to put the reps in just like jump shot now. You got to practice your layup time and you'll be fine. Okay? I promise you'll be fine if you practice, hopefully. I don't promise, actually. New offensive tools, though. Next up, 2K confirmed new offensive mechanics are coming. They said get ready to elevate your game and feel the pulse of the pro, the new moves that empower you with deeper control in the post and more control and customization over how you attack the rim. Now, they ain't get specifics on that yet, you know, so I'm expecting more advanced post moves. You know, Mike Wayne loved adding post moves. Maybe new gather, Europe options, and, you know, maybe even main or rim attacks, you know, rim dunk, you know, rim running, and, you know, maybe a new way to dunk the ball. basically trying to get more control of the slashes and big sound like, because they're talking about attacking the rim. So slashes, you may have my rim runners, everybody like, the older gentlemen in the community like to rim run. Shout out to my old heads. Y'all love to rim run. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with rim running. Shaq was a rim runner. Jordan's a rim runner. So if Jordan is a rim runner, yes, Jordan can shoot the midi. He's a rim runner, okay? If Jordan's a rim runner, there's nothing wrong being a rim. He's the best player of all time, right? Question mark? Or is Bron, let's not get into that. Defense finally gets love, apparently, okay? So for the first time in a while, 2K giving a serious attention to defense. Direct quote, lock down the paint. In a perfect position with improved player-to-player contact on the floor and in the air, improved footwork, and defensive counters for a truly better experience. Now listen, they say this all the time. They say it every single year. I feel like I literally read this phrase every year, okay? But we're going to see it's huge, apparently. It sounds like they're finally addressing slide and body as we can test and all that and giving defender tools and actual counter offense and not just guess. And if the deliver defense might feel like it's a skill again, not just RNG blocks, and bump steals and pick sixes. They actually legit clamp it where people fear lockdowns. I haven't feared a lockdown in a minute. The last lockdown I really feared was 23's lockdown. Because if you dribble on their face, that ball is theirs, and it deserves to be there. Okay? They need it. Lockdown need it. If I got a 99 steal, why can't I steal the football? Okay? Y'all can dribble the football in my face, but I can't steal the football. Okay? That's bull bore. That's what we call bull bore. Next point. Better movement. Okay? Contact control. Okay? Although they didn't dedicate a paragraph to it, we gonna talk about it like a paragraph because they mentioned improved footwork. That likely mean, cleaner movement transition, less, slide, more natural contact on drive post and rebound. Hopefully 2K26 feels smoother to play, movement, less clunky, and, it could be the fix we're waiting for, And what does mean for the meta? Meta heads, people that's gonna go on TikTok search best build, people that's looking for best build offer of day one. This means, so you green and miss means your shooter need to be locked in. Layup timing means you're going to need some skill as a slasher. New offensive tools means more diversity in play style, and better defense locked and big might actually matter again. Well, bigs always matter, excuse me. Lockdowns might actually matter again, okay? And the gameplay actually drops officially the week of July 28th, okay? This is just a teaser, but, this is essentially everything they gave us about gameplay, okay? So I wanted to get the actual stuff out first before I give my opinions on everything, okay? Now, if there's somebody waiting on 2K to reward skill again, let me know in the comments if you want them to reward skill. Now, based off of all of this stuff, it sounds like to me, and the fact that they talking about tall builds coming back, I think bigger builds will be able to dominate. And it sounds like Mike Wayne probably touched around with locks maybe. And I heard Uncle Demi say in the video that big locks might be back because he was talking about 6'10 locks, getting on-ball menace and challenger and all that. So I hope, bro, I would love to bring back my 6'10 lockdown. I haven't had fun on lockdown in like 2 years, yo. Since 23 I have fun on Courage and yeah, I get mad when I say that. Courage at PS4, okay? PS4 lockdowns, I was going in. If they dribble in my face is mine, they have to patch it. And they patch it for next gen, they did not patch it for old gen, and that was the beauty of it. So that's why I played old gen. Now I know you are going, but it's gonna be a few people in this comments that can salt there, bruh. We're the game play. Listen, man, we talked about gameplay the whole video, okay? I don't know what else you want me to do, brother. I gave you the most, and we gonna get real details on the 28th, the week of the 28th, excuse me, probably that Tuesday or that Thursday, okay? And we were after that, listen to me, after that, Mike Wang is going to wake up out the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? Like that one meme with that brother wake up. That's Mike Wang, okay? Mike Wang going to wake up and he going to start tweeting. He going to get on his tweeting rampage as he do every year. And he's going to start tweeting out snippets. And then you're going to start seeing more videos like this of me talking about everything Mike Wang dropped. Because after the gameplay releases, his little NDA release is over and he can start letting it rip. And he's going to talk about everything game. We're going to be like, slashers should see more of an impact in the paint. He's going to say lockdowns have received a double boost this year. He says stuff like that. So you're going to expect to see tweets like that very soon. It's going to happen. You'll see a flood of Mike Wayne tweets, Mike Wayne bombs everywhere. So I want y'all to get ready for them because they're coming, man. They're going to come. But to summarize the video, no more whites, no more free layups, no more guess no D. Now we got to wait for the gameplay trailer to confirm it all visually. Let me know in the comments, are y'all buying into the hype or are you still skeptical? You know, we done with 2K boy.